All right, y'all. We're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad today. Going to diagnose it if we believe it has Boudoir low click syndrome, BLCS, yes or no. So Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere on our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and then that boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir Pico, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ads. We leave the original one alone, treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month, every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir Pico treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir Pico at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, when I found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL, 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now with this Boudoir Pico treated ad is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spend. So massive gains there, and we pocket that 8,400 buck, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, I finally had a patient saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in Trio Boudoir Pico, well, duplicated Trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So I found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brands as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only 3,300 bucks a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, 6,700 bucks a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. All right, we got so now we're going to diagnose if we believe this has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So first thing we always look at is so we got below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually, believe, or we're trusting what Facebook is telling us what we should do is best for us and not best for Facebook. But the consequence of filling out everything Facebook recommends is way more women scroll by our ad every time it's served unnecessarily. So Facebook can actually serve more ads per unit time. They make more money. We earn less money. We actually waste more money per unit time by making this below creative cluster mistake. And Facebook loves it. So this drags our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, actually the creative's no mistakes in the creative. So we got the see more headline here. Get a real glimpse inside a boudoir session at Bryce Dance Studios. This is the Seymour headline here. I mean, we're definitely lacking context, but I mean, it's basically saying like, hey, check out what other women are doing. So, all right, we're gonna say this is fine, no mistakes. This simply because of the way this ad is set up and what it's actually trying to do. So, the one big thing I'm seeing is below creative cluster mistake. So, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, aka its unique CTRL is under 6%? No, I believe this one has a rare one has a unique CTRL above 6%. Also probably has a little bit to do with the objective, I'm guessing, and engagement objectives being used. That's my guess. It seems more like kind of day in the life or real experience. So I'm going to say this has a unique CTRL above 6% and does not have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS and so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads and you're looking at the marketplace seeing that more and more women are that more and more women are, you know, entering the marketplace as boudoir photographers every day, kind of throwing up. Seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up, Google My Business profile that they now offer boudoir photo shoots. And, it seems like anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir photo shoots. So you're seeing that the marketplace get more crowded, more, more crowded, more competitive, same number of buyers, but more sellers, so harder to stand out. And you're also seeing more inflation, cost of life. Cost of life keeps going up. And as that keeps going up, we, you've already been taking action to optimize other parts of your business, pull out more profit for the same inputs or even better, less inputs, more profits, the best. And so you've been optimizing other places in the business, and now you decide you're ready to optimize the Facebook ad part of your boudoir photography business. Pull some more profits out of here. You're starting with, obviously, plug in the leaks, plug in the wasted ad spend. I mean, that's the easiest thing, because when we eliminate that, we can bring our costs down, and that's guaranteed, guaranteed savings, guaranteed ROI, and still get our ad into the same number of women's brains at less cost, less spend. And you're seeing what Boudoir Pico has done for other Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're seeing that it could probably save you'll put back in your pocket approximately 5K every single month that you are running your Boudoir Facebook ads. So at the end of 12 months, it'll be approximately 60K back in your pocket for no extra effort. So you're liking how Boudoir Pico is sounding, and you've decided that you want to use it, you want this treatment, because you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA, to become a dominant boudoir advertiser, to achieve boudoir brain entry boost, because you need this on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open up for new patient intake. New patient intake is closed right now. So, but my new patient intake does open, then shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.